Good evening. 1 million people around the harbour, crowds at community gatherings right across the city. Sydney is getting ready to party, farewelling one year and welcoming in 2023. These are live pictures from above the harbour, front row seats for the fireworks, an armada of yachts and cruisers and people packing every waterfront vantage point. Our reporters are tonight at the Opera House, on the harbour and at Ermington in our northwest. Sophie Upcroft begins our coverage.
With just a crack of the gates, the excitement bubbled over. And the Opera House forecourt filled up. Pushing prams, pulling suitcases, even carrying crates, the rush was on for young and old, and everyone felt like a winner.
Yeah, front row seats, perfect.
Can't really beat it.
Their prized positions reward for an early alarm.
Halfway quarter to 4.
Yeah, and was it worth it?
Absolutely, best seat in the house, absolutely, 100% worth it.
Came all the way from India to see this, amazing.
Dousing themselves in sunscreen, popping umbrellas, chairs and tents, settling in for a 16-hour sit on the concrete.
We'll pass the time easily.
Yeah, reckon you'll make it to midnight?
Hope so, got an energy drink. So.
An early morning light show over the harbour, the sign of a sparkling Sydney day to come. Ideal conditions to queue, and that's exactly what tens of thousands did for the day. Lines funneling into every vantage point, even those with prepaid tickets getting in early to snag front row at Mrs Macquarie's chair. Others closed in quickly on free areas, cramming in to Cremorne Point.
View's pretty good from here, and I'm just going to chill, listen to an audiobook.
This group trekking through scrub, setting up camp before sunrise at Ball's Head, while those with a taste for luxury will treat themselves at harbourfront restaurants.
It's a sold-out event in September of this year. It's not exactly cheap what we're selling, so we're going to give the very best experience.
Hospitality and the arts, the industries hardest hit by COVID restrictions, tonight taking centre stage.
And we're hoping that this new year is giving them the real injection of energy that they need.
No matter which corner of the city you're in, if you look up at midnight, you'll catch a show. And with over 1 million people packed into the foreshore, there's no doubt it will be a party to remember. Broadcast to 500 million across the globe.
There's no place in the world like it, so to be able to use the harbour as the canvas for what we do, it's a great thrill.
With more fireworks than ever before, Sydney will sparkle from every angle.
The waterfalls are magic moments, and because there's three, it's 3 times magical.
Almost everywhere you look, you'll see a blue uniform, extra boots on the ground to keep celebrations safe.
This operation is our biggest operation in our calendar. We deploy thousands of police.
And they won't stop until everyone makes the slow trip home. But before then, it's time to celebrate the countdown to 2023.
Happy New Year!
Sophie Upcroft, 9 News.
Olivia Grace Curran joins us now from the Opera House forecourt. Olivia, that is certainly the place to be tonight.
That's right, Jane. The Opera House is certainly one of the most spectacular vantage points to view the 9 p.m. and the midnight fireworks, and I'm sure all these people clearly agree. We've had people all along the foreshore as well as up on the stairs, and people have been camped out here since about 8 o'clock this morning. They brought food, drinks, even laptops, their own entertainment throughout the day, but now the party is beginning to kick off. And let me tell you, there's a lot going on down here. There's inside, there's a special performance in the concert hall. People are dressed up. There's even a 70s themed party. And we spoke to a lot of people around here, and they're very excited to just be out and about and enjoying the first New Year's Eve since COVID pandemic. This is what they had to say.
Everyone's so excited, and everyone's got such everyone's just happy and alive and and friendly. So everyone's excited.
Here down at the Opera House, the majority of people we've spoken to are actually from overseas and interstate, making the most of the open borders. And behind here at this iconic icon, where else would you rather be to watch the fireworks and see in 2023? But police have warned they're out in force. There's been a police helicopter circling in recent minutes, and they're saying everyone should have a safe New Year and Happy New Year.
All right, Olivia, thank you. Well, the only place that might beat that is a position actually on the harbour, and that is where we find Annalise Bolt. Good evening, Annalise. How's it looking there?
Jane, I have to agree. I think this spot is a little bit better. It's just a few hours to go now until that first fireworks display, and the harbour is really starting to pack in now as the last few remaining boats fight to secure the best spot they can to view that big show. I'm here in Farm Cove. It's one of the most popular spots and it's almost full now. This is actually the busiest the harbour has been in recent years, but boaties say it's still not quite at pre-COVID levels. But for those on the water tonight, Jane, the fireworks will be the grand finale to an action-packed day.
On Sydney Harbour, there was one simple goal.
For having the best last day of 2022.
And the ticket to the best view, getting in first.
We've seen that everyone was going to get in early, but we got them.
We're really looking forward to the fireworks after a few quiet COVID years.
No vessel too small to soak it all in.
Still nice out on the water.
For some, it was a relaxing finish to the year.
How you going?
Others pumping it up. New sea dogs like Coco finding it all a little overwhelming.
She's trying to avoid her four brothers.
But seasoned sailors knew the drill.
I've got the mat, the dinghy, the kids can go on the beach, we've got the barbecue.
And when it comes to this high-stakes competition of who can make the biggest splash, it's hard to beat a big kid on Sydney's biggest super yacht. Mischief living up to its name, the hire fee on New Year's Eve, $41,000 an hour. And another toy for those with the budget, seaplanes carving it up off Vaucluse. Police also taking to the sky to keep a close eye on the festivities. And on the water, officers boat hopping to conduct random breath tests, as well as spot checks to make sure the fun stays safe. It started early at Roseville Boat Ramp.
I came down early just to get ahead of the crowd, hoping to get a good spot.
Loading up all the essentials.
I'll sleep the night somewhere on the bank. I've got my sleeping bag.
Before setting off.
It's slippery.
But this is the man with the most important job of the day, ice cream delivery.
The kids go crazy. I think the parents go more crazy and everyone throws arms in the air and that's good fun.
And later at Athol Bay under Taronga Zoo, his prediction came true. And he only has happy customers.
We love the ice cream kids.
If you prefer your feet on dry land, a harbour island might be the best spot to bring in the new year. Those run by national parks are hosting New Year's Eve parties for the first time in 4 years, like here on Shark Island, and they boast some of the best seats in the house.
And plenty did just that, campers waking up on Cockatoo Island. But no matter how you celebrate, everyone's aim is the same.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Annalise Bolt, 9 News.
The celebrations are spread far and wide tonight. Tens of thousands of people packing parks and beaches right across the suburbs for their first proper New Year's party in 3 years.
Meet the squad making our suburbs sparkle. Setting up crates of multicoloured joy all across the west.
Campbelltown here in Liverpool and in Parramatta. We're shooting up to the 125mm fireworks and they burst at 180 metres in the sky.
Tonight, 6 different sites will light up in Liverpool, the largest display outside of the CBD, allowing everyone to celebrate wherever they please.
From your backyard, from your driveway, just look up at the sky and you'll be seeing fireworks.
And forget the countdown to midnight for families at Fairfield Showground. 9 o'clock is the main event, and there was plenty to do before then.
Happy New Year, everyone.
At Ramsgate, early birds needed a power nap. Some camped overnight to secure prime position, only to learn their local light show isn't on. Bayside Council deciding it's too expensive.
Usually they'd have fireworks out here this year, not sure why they've cancelled. So at least we'll be able to see the city fireworks from a distance from here.
At Lake Parramatta, barbecues, beers.
Sure. Yep. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
And a cheers to another lap around the sun.
Cheers.
Happy New Year.
It's a rare chance we can get everyone together and all the families together and yeah, good to have these.
Boaties at Putney set off early, hopeful securing their spot will be smooth sailing.
You've got your own boat. You can go where you can find you on a spot, not trying to fight with people on the shore.
Beachgoers undeterred by the day's overcast skies. Thousands turning out in Bondi for their last dip of the year. Crowds also flocking to Manly, where tent cities popped up early, ready for the evening spectacle. After years of local celebrations being cancelled, tonight all across Sydney the stage is set for a night to remember.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year!
And Jane, there's not just one but 5 fireworks displays in parks right across the Parramatta area to dazzle locals tonight. I'm here at George Kendall Reserve in Ermington, where crowds, as you can see behind me, are being warmed up by bubbles as well as live music. Picnickers settling in ahead of the main event. Around 11,000 people are expected to watch the local light displays around Parramatta tonight. Our second biggest city expected to light up at 9 p.m. Jane?
Lizzie, thank you.